And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He sets into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And here come the Redskins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Steps away. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Well, they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Oh, Giants. It's their quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it with Crowell on first. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. Able to slither by. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, here's Crowell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the call.
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Back to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. To go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. The penalty flag had to come out.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On third down, Barkley breaks a tackle. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 4, check 4. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw here on first down to Barkley on the check down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. David Amerson able to bring him down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now at FedEx Field. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Got nothing.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be a third and about 13. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
They'll run it again with Barkley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. A second Jew. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
You